while I wash your clothes. Yeah, you leave a mess, which is which, I don't know. And you always wink at those girls, then at me. You're so obsessed with infidelity. But a meeting will hold Pennsylvania Hall. This law you should know. Hold your ammo, no need to uproar. No violence, no gore. Have patience, please wait. It's 1838. You rocked that women went home to your gin and set us on fire. This is so dark.
So basically, this song is talking about the role of women in the 19th century, and especially what happened in Pennsylvania Hall. So in 1938, over 3,000 men and women gathered in Pennsylvania Hall in what was called the Anti-Slavery Convention of Women. But a lot of people didn't like that, and after causing a riot outside, they stoned women, and after 3 days of the hall being built, they burnt it down to the ground.
I stand here waiting for you, men to fix what's wrong. To sign the deposition, realize women are just as strong. If only you stop and think, could realize that it's so unfair. But you're too busy running around and having affairs. I live to fight this cause. I live to fight this cause, cause sexism and pause. Live for the support to finally get my degree to change the laws. Emma Willard is our moms, our girls like sons. Built us a school, we had none. Boys had us outdone. It was 1821 when she begun. Was in the Big Apple, girls wanna have fun. I'm at home tired and weary, have so many mouths to feed. Cause that's all expected of me, to birth your kids until I bleed. It's the 1830s, Maria Stewart's on the rise. First woman to speak in public about slavery, girls' human rights.
So, this song also talks about the role of women in the 19th century, but it especially focuses on important figures that you might have not known about. For one, we have Emma Willard, who built the first school, well, technically not the first school, but the first school that taught girls the same subjects as boys, and not just home ec. So the girls were taught subjects such as astrology, science, biology, math, and it was called the Troy Female Seminary, and it was in Troy, New York. Also, we talked about Maria Stuart. In 1831, Maria Stuart became the first woman of any color to talk about race, feminism, and slavery in public. She wrote essays and led the way for other prominent African American women that you have heard about, such as Judith and Harriet Tubman.
You always say that it is better now. But what you say when we're not around. All we want is just that battle now. You gave us everything, but we don't need anything, yeah. Hey, I wanna vote now. Think too long, going to the down. Don't care about what's allowed. Wasn't made to sit it down. I said vote for the next, then I vote for the next. Don't care what you said. That's my president, and I'm like, hell no. Been waiting too long, we've been waiting, hell no. We want that phone now, 1922. Been fighting too long, it's time to hell yeah. It's time for a new law. Voting is up. Voting is legal for women. Voting is up. Finally legal for women.
Hi guys, so I'm going to be talking about the songs that mentioned women's rights to vote and how they fought for it. So this lies under the topic of the 19th Amendment, which is the law that allowed women to vote. And Congress passed this amendment in 1920, and that can be related to Kuwait. because of how they let women vote in 2006. So back to the song. The song mentions Stanton and Susan. So who these people are is Susan B. Anthony and Stanton, who are two female activists who fought for the rights for women to vote and even formed the National Women's Suffrage Association. So in the song, it mentions how it's been too long, how they've been fighting for really hard, how all they want is the form, and by form, the ballot is meant. So they just want the voting ballot. That's all they want, and that they are going to resist, and that's what they want.
You gotta realize that it's complex, this boy-girl argument. Like, yeah, we got some voting rights in the West, but the rest of the world didn't. But more than that, some girls still working full-time, are making much further than swimming in that. Girls walk out and dicey. This is also a reason they fight against what was characteristic. See the beauty cliche-istic. If you switch off the radio and the news channel comes on, when the news channel comes on, when the news channel comes on, so I turn the sounds up and hear what's on about girls being sold away, being put on display. This is not okay. Yeah, I turn the sound up. The spiders last long. We're defined by how much we weigh. Yeah, this is sexism Tuesday. Yeah.
This song focuses on the feminist movement today, in our own time. So it mentioned that girls walked out in Iceland a couple of days ago, and that happened because women were getting paid a lower salary than a man for doing the same job. The song also mentioned the nuances of neo-feminism, which is that a lot of people were protesting makeup, and that actually is counterintuitive because it steals away the woman's choice. Instead, we should focus on actual, real issues that aren't maybe happening in our own country. For example, there are children and girls being bought and sold online, and we should divert our attention to try to fix that problem.